been worried about the way blockchain works, and it seems the people just use blockchain for pump and dump schemes.
What is Tivo Token?
So it's not a payment token, it's not a security. Tivo Token is the reward token. We are the first parent company, which is Tivo, is the first to do this. And the total supply of Tivo tokens is 100 million tokens. You can play the game, you can check out the tax there. You could also refer friends to be part of the game bot. Yeah, when you do that, you'll get rewards. Tivo tokens that they could cash out on the XDC network instantly.
Hello people, today we have Mr. Hope Bernard, founder of Tivo Token, and we are talking about how Tivo Token is revolutionizing blockchain rewards on the XDC blockchain. I am KishanBaalaji, ecosystem manager for XDC India. Welcome to the XDC India podcast, where we bring you the latest in blockchain innovation. Today we are diving into Tivo Token, blockchain-based reward system built on the XDC network. Joining me is Mr. Hope Bernard, founder of Tivo Token. We'll discuss its real-world applications, tokenomics, and its integration with the XDC ecosystem. Mr. Bernard, hello and welcome. Welcome to our show.
Thanks, Mr. Kishan. I'm glad to be here.
So, Igbo, can you give our listeners something in Igbo? Maybe you can talk to them in your language and you could probably say something.
Ụtụtụ ọma ndị be anyị, XDC dị anyị obi mma.
Which translates to?
I said, good morning, people. XDC is good to us.
We're going into the first section of the podcast, AMA. So we will delve into the introduction of the Tivo token. So let's start with the basics, right? So what is Tivo token and what is its core mission?
Okay, Tivo token is the reward token, just like your normal tokens, but it's similar to the idea of a native token that is used to reward miners. But in this case, Tivo token is used to reward those who build real-life solutions using the XDC network, using the Yativo's infrastructure.
Great. So what inspired its creation? What problems are you solving?
Okay, I've always been worried about the way blockchain works in general, and it seemed a little bit like the people just used blockchain for pump and dump schemes, and in every aspect of life, you have to give people reasons why they should get rewarded for their creativity. This was what led us to start a company called Yativo. And Yativo provides companies with the ability to use our banking infrastructure and our crypto wallet as a service infrastructure to issue crypto wallets to their users, issue virtual bank accounts to their users, and lots more. So we thought of, let us create a token called Tivo, that would be a reward token for those who build fintech solutions that can help people to send money across the world, issue virtual accounts to users, and create wallet addresses for people. So just the way Satoshi Nakamoto built blockchain as a medium of exchange, we built Tivo token as a reward for creative developers, companies, startups who want to create solutions and reward their users or get rewarded for carrying out transactions using our infrastructure.
Okay, so how does it, like you just explained about how creative people and developers and who wants to build on Tivo incentivize them, right? So can you give us an example, a simple life example, so that our users can understand what the use of Tivo is? There's a lot of tech talk, there's a lot of things, but we want our users to actually understand what Tivo can do for them with a simple example. So yeah.
Okay. So let's say Kishan builds a platform using our infrastructure, and you are able to send money from India to Singapore using our infrastructure, our virtual account service. What happens is that when your users use the Kishan platform to send money from India to Singapore, they get rewarded with Tivo tokens. So it's a way to reward your users, reward developers for the Kishan app, and also reward those who want to build solutions using our infrastructure.
Got that. So is it something like a cashback? Is it like something where if you use a particular service, Kishan service, you get some sort of cashback in Tivo tokens? Is that how it works?
Exactly. It's similar, but not 100% like the traditional cashback and reward system, where users get points, things that may not feel valuable to them. We offer a better way for you to reward your users using blockchain. So people carry out transactions and they're able to get rewarded in Tivo tokens.
Okay, got you. So how does Tivo token improve traditional incentive model for businesses and developers?
Okay, our roadmap, we are looking forward to have APIs where platforms can integrate Tivo tokens for their reward programs and reward campaigns. So that way, users will be able to get rewards in Tivo when they carry out certain transactions on different platforms. So it will be a way to get companies to reward users for engagement, for tax, the likes. And we are the first parent company, which is Yatibo, is the first to do this. So we are rewarding developers who build using our infrastructure with Tivo tokens, and these developers reward their users also with Tivo tokens.
So now that we've spoken about the Tivo network, could we talk about the role of XDC network? So Tivo token is built on XDC network, a strategic choice. I think it's a good one. So why did you choose XDC instead of other blockchain networks?
Okay, yeah, we had opportunity to work with other networks, but we chose to build on XDC because of the mission and the vision of the XDC network. The XDC network is one network that supports, encourages, and promotes real life assets, real world assets rather. And it's also been in the forefront of financial innovation for blockchain. And most fintech solutions have also started integrating with the XDC because it's EVM compatible. So you don't want to use a network that your development team will be like, oh, this is strange to us. It's EVM compatible and it's very fast. And the speed of confirming transactions is like split seconds. So these were the things we took into consideration. And we also observed that the XDC is working in a lot of emerging markets, which is our core focus at the moment. We are looking at areas like Latin America, Asia, Europe, Africa, and these are the places the XDC has put its footprints. And yeah, I think working with the XDC was the best. It's the best decision we could have made at the time.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for having faith in us. And so, how does the XRC20 standard enhance Tivo tokens usability?
The XRC20 is the standard most Ethereum tokens use, just like ERC20. And for business and influencers who want to reward their users with crypto, XRC20 makes it super simple to send out tokens quickly and cheaply. The transaction fees are very low, the gas fees. And instead of a complicated reward system, companies can just use Tivo tokens and keep things smooth. We look forward to automate your reward system and make it instant rewards. When people carry out transaction tasks, instantly they get rewarded in Tivo tokens. And we believe with the XRC20, it makes sending, receiving, and even integration very much possible. Currently, we have APIs that we offer businesses who want to issue XDC wallets to their users on their platform. Let's say you have a remittance app called Kishan, and sorry, I keep using this example.
That's fine. No problem.
And you want to issue XDC wallets so that people can deposit and withdraw XDC balances from your platform, or even any token built on the XDC network. We give you API keys to be able to receive deposits in your token and send them out also. And so far, it's been really, really cool and fast for the system.
Yeah, time is money. And yeah, it really helps when you're going to scale transactions. And that's where XDC, I think, really makes a big difference. And yeah, so XDC has a strong focus on trade finance. Do you see any synergies with Tivo Token?
With trade finance, I see a connection because developers at this moment really, really working towards that. It could also be used to provide loyalty and rewards for trade platforms who are building on XDC. Tivo could go hand in hand with them, make it smoother and more efficient. And if trade platforms start rewarding users with Tivo tokens, it would really drive adoption in a really smart way.
Got it. So we're moving over to segment three. So let's talk about real world applications. How can businesses and individuals use Tivo token?
Okay, so I will start with businesses. For businesses, instead of giving your customers points, most app they give you points when you carry out transactions. Maybe you do certain transactions, they give you points, or they give you gift cards, which might never be in use. With the Tivo token project, they are able to instantly give them Tivo tokens that they could cash out on the XDC network instantly. And since crypto goes up in value, if they decide to also hold the balances, they could also have more value and more rewards in long run. And if they run an app, website, or even an online store, they would also give them for their referral MLMs and stuff like that. It would get people more involved, and it will also attract more people to the platforms. And businesses can also pay their affiliate marketers in Tivo tokens, or even do sweepstakes using Tivo token, especially for international payments. So it's not a payment token, it's not a security, but it could be used to reward users, even in trade finance. When you have users who patronize you or carry out transactions in certain amount of volumes, it's good to tip them with that, to encourage them to keep using you. And for individuals they can also earn Tivo tokens from several platforms, who are going to use the API, use the Tivo tokens to reward people instantly with Tivo's token. And if you believe in Tivo's token value, you can also trade it on the exchanges or hold on to it, and we see where that goes.
So, moving on to the next question, can you share a real world success story where Tivo token is being used? And also, how do you see blockchain based reward evolving? And where does Tivo token fit in?
Yeah, Tivo is the first user of Tivo token, and once the token goes live, we'll be launching Tivo rewards on our platform for our corporate users. So those that use us to carry out banking as a service and wallet as a service would also earn rewards in Tivo tokens, as well as being able to swap it also to any other currency they want to do in the future rather. And for blockchain rewards programs, I see it evolving in the area. Just like recently, I learned that Brex launched a rewards program, and that enables their business customers to convert their loyalty points to Bitcoin or Ethereum. And in Latin America, the largest company and e-commerce giant, Mercado Libre, they launched their users a reward program whereby they reward their users using a token that they call Mercado. And many others are following suit because every business needs to engage their users. They need to get them, coming back. No business wants to see a high bounce rate. You don't want people to, when they are not carrying out transaction on your platform, at least let them make some money, let them earn some tokens. And yeah, that's what we are bringing to the table.
That's amazing news. So, moving on to the tokenomics and sustainability of Tivo. tokens. So it's one of the factors, which is very important. It's a key to a project success. So how is the 100 million total supply allocated? Could you just give a brief breakdown about, the founders, what you've given allocated towards marketing, which is community marketing, liquidity, development, and for many of you airdrop hunters listening, maybe you can share some alpha about that as well.
Okay, for marketing, we have allocated 15% of the total supply, and the total supply of Tivo tokens is 100 million tokens total. So there will be no minted, there will be no minting in the future. It's capped at 100 million, and this is to create scarcity and to create demand. And for the founding team, this we have a 10% allocation. And this is to ensure that alignment with the project's long-term success. And it has a 6-month cliff and a 3-year vesting period for the founders allocation. And for our pre-seed, our sale, and our public sale, we also have a 10% allocation for that. And then we have a 30% allocation for liquidity and funding. This will ensure that we have sufficient Tivo tokens across exchanges, across DEX, and in several platforms where people can easily swap it for liquid cash. Yeah. And we also have a 15% allocation for project development. It's reserved to ensure that we add technological advancements, enhancements, product updates, and keep the project going. Then we have a 15% allocation for community investments and rewards funds. So we're also going to reward our community for tax in the long run. This is a 15% allocation for that. And then we have a 5% for airdrops. Yeah, that's how we plan to carry on the 100 million total supply.
Okay. Thank you so much for clarifying the allocation. So, what ensures long-term sustainability and token value? What are you guys doing for that? And do you have any plans for staking? Do you have any plans for any token burns or deflationary measures?
Our token will not just be a loss-making rewards token that people just keep selling and it keeps dropping in value. We would also be accepting Tivo token as a means of paying for fees for those that want wallet as a service infrastructure. It's not a security, it's not a payment token, but in case if you have earned Tivo tokens as a period of time, you could swap it in exchange for your fees as a company. So let's say you are using our infrastructure, Tivo's infrastructure, and your deposit or your withdrawal fees as a business is $1,000, and you have $1,000 for Tivo rewards that you've gotten from Tivo token rewards. You could easily swap it in exchange for your fees, so you end up not paying enough for fees. So we would also be converting the yield we earn on stable coins to Tivo and distribute it to our users. So when people hold funds on their Tivo platform, the yield will be converted to Tivo tokens and will also be distributed on the platform.
Okay, so going to the next segment, we are talking about my favorite segment, at least, which is, community and growth strategy. So, any kind of business, a strong community is what drives adoption, right? So how do you plan to grow and engage the Tivo token user base?
Okay, first we'll be using our existing user base and we'll incentivize them to build on your Tivo, and we'll offer them Tivo tokens to reward their users for cashbacks and balance yield. And then we would be building a community for crypto education where we can educate people on crypto and then get them into using Tivo and the XDC network. And we also look to doing marketing events. We are already currently doing an airdrop and other basic drives to get people to buy into the Tivo plan. We also intend to generate an API, like I told you, that would help people automate their affiliate campaigns and reward users instantly for their activities on their platform using Tivo token.
Thank you. So it's the API that is the magic, which does all the magic. right?
Yeah.
So, how are you expanding adoption through partnerships and integrations? Can you talk about any specific partnerships and integrations that you worked on and that you would like to share with the world?
We are looking to launch on centralized exchanges, and we are going to take our wallet as a service infrastructure to a whole global scale, which would begin with more aggressive marketing to companies and developers, encouraging them to integrate Tivo Token and use our infrastructure for rewards. We are looking to also reach out to neobanks who want to have crypto wallet balances on their platform and or want to do the reward programs, and we offer them Tivo tokens for their reward campaigns, or we offer them the wallet of their choice and give them rewards in Tivo whenever they carry out transactions.
Okay, so going to the next segments, let's talk about your future, roadmap and the XDC integration. So looking ahead, what are the major milestones on Tivo Tokens roadmap for the next 6 to 12 months? How will XDC integration evolve? And do you have any collaborations on the horizon? With XDC 2, how will Tivo token adapt? I know these are three separate questions, but I would like for you to just give me a quick run through about these questions. Yeah.
Okay, we plan to add more features to our wallet as a service. Currently now, you are able to issue your users wallets in XDC. So let's say you are a marketplace, you're a crypto platform, and you want people to hold balances on the XDC network. We can give you an API to do that on your mobile app, on your platform. And we also plan to integrate with XSwap to facilitate seamless swaps and seamless swaps, from XRC20 to Tivo to XDC, we just depending on the flow the user wants. If you want to use your custom token to, move funds and liquidity around. And we're also in talks with projects like Stasis. Stasis is the platform behind the EUROS. We want to see how we can integrate stable coins on XDC chain, and that's a lot to do. There's a lot on our plate with the XDC, and at this time, working more on. We just finished concluding with the products, and adding a whole lot of features. And with the XDC 2.0, we plan to make the best use and improve our product in a way that it will be very much useful to those building real world assets.
Thank you so much for highlighting all the updates. And yeah, before we wrap up, what's the key message you'd like to share with our listeners?
If you're building any products on the XDC, we have amazing APIs for you. You could integrate with us. You could reach out to us, www.yativo.com or www.tivotoken.com. And we would offer you APIs that would help you use your token on a global scale, use your token for many futures on the XDC network. And I also want to encourage you to join in our IDO. We have an ongoing IDO at the moment, and it's almost over in 3 days' time on the 10th of March.
Congratulations on that.
Yeah, you can key in and see how you could take advantage at an early and discounted rate. And yeah, those are my closing thoughts.
I like that you are just saying, going right for the business, no other thing. So, what language do you speak?
I speak English, Igbo, and I'm learning Spanish.
Oh, super.
Yeah, I can hear Spanish, but my speaking is not very good yet.
And yeah, I mean, we're done with this podcast, this episode. That's a wrap. A big thanks to you, Mr. Hope Bernard, for sharing insights into Tivo Token. If you enjoyed this discussion, please do subscribe to the XDC India podcast for more blockchain insights. Until next time, stay curious and stay decentralized.